What's up, TBS crew? It's your boy Steph back with another reaction. This time we have Nightmare Files. 3 disturbing true Sam's Club horror stories uploaded September 24th, 2019. Now, to be honest with y'all, we have a couple of Sam's Club stores out here where I live at in Northwest Indiana, but I've never physically been inside of one or purchased anything from one. But all I know is that they sell everything in bulk, like an 8-pack of tissue paper at like Family Dollar or something like that will come in like damn near a 40 or 50 pack at Sam's Club, something like that. So it's very expensive, but it's quantity over quality. Did I say that right? But y'all already know, down in the description will be links to Nightmare Files channel, this original video, and all of my social medias. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Nightmare Files.
Now, for what I'm heard though, Sam's Club pays good.
I'm 25 years old, and this story happened to me about 4 months ago. I was doing some late evening shopping at my local Sam's Club. I was looking for items to put in my new apartment and wanted to look at some TVs they had on sale. I think it was around 8 p.m. when I entered the store. The first thing I noticed before entering, however, was a man who stood there near the entrance. He gave me a very long, intense stare. He didn't look well at all. He looked very on edge and jittery.
I bet.
He was wearing a New York Giants cap, a black tank top that had holes in it, and skinny black jeans. He had a poorly shaven face and big red bags under his eyes. I remember looking around at some kitchen appliances when I noticed that the guy from outside was standing in the same aisle. I didn't think twice about it. But after I kept seeing him almost every section of the store I went to, I wouldn't necessarily say he was stalking me, but it did raise some awareness. After picking up a few items, there was about 25 minutes left until the store closed. I walked over to the TV section and tried to pick out a decent TV that was on sale. I saw a TV that I liked. Then out of nowhere, I heard a deep voice ask me, "You need some help, man?" I turned around and it was the guy who's been lingering around me. So I answered, "No, that's okay, thanks." I replied in a firm voice. He then walked off without saying anything. I picked up a TV I liked and I went to check out. I started putting my items in the car. And the TV I tried to put in the back seat, but it didn't fit, so I had to put it in my trunk. Once again, the same guy from earlier came up to me asking me if I needed any help. I told him no. This time, in a more impatient voice, and I quickly walked off with the shopping cart to put it back.
Fuck that.
Thankfully, after returning to my car, the guy had left. I closed both the back doors and the trunk and was happy to drive home.
He in the car, ain't he?
About 5 minutes into driving, I took a glance in my rearview mirror, and I saw those same baggy red eyes staring right back at me.
Ooh.
Before I had a chance to do anything, I felt a hand grab my face, covering one of my eyes, which made me lose control of my car. I crashed into a parked car. The man then climbed over and stole any change I had laying around, grabbed my wallet and keys before quickly running off. A passing car stopped to help me. Thankfully, I wasn't badly injured, only a few cuts and bruises. The Sam's Club and the police were informed of what had just happened. The police checked the security cameras and found the guy just lurking around the parking lot most of the evening, trying to get into unlocked cars and looking for change on the ground. It also showed when I walked away to put the shopping cart back that the man snuck into my car and hid while my back was turned. I think he was some kind of drug addict. Maybe. Maybe he needed some money badly. I'm glad the only thing he took was some cash, even though he almost took my life.
You have a strange motherfucker stalking you. Common sense would have told you to lock your door when you put the cart back.
My
Really?
name is Evelyn. I'm 18 years old, and this story happened recently. I started working at my local Sam's Club to earn a little extra cash while I'm in college. I used to work the evening shifts. I started my first evening shift with another colleague who was also new and started the same time as myself. His name was Matthew. Matthew didn't really speak much. He was definitely odd and socially awkward, to say the least. He wore glasses, had a poorly groomed mustache, and his hair was long and unkempt. I used to work Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday evenings, and so did Matthew. Our job was to tidy up in certain areas of the store and restock a few things. As we were working, I would catch Matthew staring at me, and it seemed like he wasn't doing much work. But like I said, he did come off as quite strange from the start. During my shifts, I would often go to the break room and eat a quick snack for 5 minutes or so. And this one time I grabbed my backpack off the coat hook and accidentally made Matthew's bag fall down, and the bag was slightly open. And there was a camera sticking out. I couldn't help but take a look. I looked around and saw no one else was in the break room. I pressed the button on the camera, and the first picture I saw was myself. I was honestly stunned. It was me in the break room that same night, drinking coffee before my shift started. I flicked through some more photos, and they were all of me working, sitting in the break room, and some were even of me waiting on a bus. At that point, a few staff members walked in the break room, so I quickly put the camera back in its bag and on the coat hook.
Fucking
And
great.
I walked back to work. Just as I was walking through, I looked up and I saw Matthew staring at me. But this time it was more intense. I wasn't sure if he caught me going through his camera, but I played it off as if nothing happened, in case he didn't see, although I had a bad feeling he did. The rest of that shift, I struggled to get my work done because on the inside I was freaking out that Matthew had been stalking me. But meanwhile, I could feel Matthew staring at me. I was too scared to check. That night I walked to my bus stop very paranoid, and I couldn't see Matthew, but I just knew he was there somewhere. The next night when I arrived at work, I thought about telling my boss, or even just quitting. But before I could do either, I found out that Matthew had quit. When I asked why, they said he just quit out of nowhere, no explanation. I gotta say, I was very relieved and thought about just letting it go. That evening, I worked without the stress and worry about being watched. After I finished my shift and was walking toward the bus stop, I reached into my coat pocket and felt something. I pulled out 3 photos. The first one was of me when I was going through the camera in Matthew's bag.
Ooh.
The second one was outside of my college dorm. And the third one was of me looking for my keys to get inside my dorm, and also looking around, but my face in the picture was ripped in half. I have no idea if Matthew was still stalking me, or if the picture of me that was ripped was some kind of threat.
Damn. He caught your ass. It's all bad.
My name is Kate. I'm 22 years old, and about 3 years ago, I got a job working at Sam's Club. My best friend, Mimi, who worked there before me, was the one who suggested that I apply there. Her job was to work on the cash register. Mine was to stock shelves and keep certain areas tidy. One day, a young man entered the store and started to make conversation with me. I would say he was around 25 years old. After some friendly chit-chat, he eventually said that I look like a model, and he has contacts within the modeling agencies. Honestly, I didn't believe a word he said. He was nice, but I wasn't about to fall for this. After many attempts of trying to persuade me to go with him to meet somewhere, to meet some contacts, he eventually gave up. He didn't leave the store, however, because about 5 minutes later I noticed him talking to Mimi as she was working on the cash register. I was hoping she wouldn't fall for it, but unfortunately she did.
Wow.
At the end of our shift, we spoke about what the guy had said, and Mimi really believed that the guy could get her modeling gigs. I told her not to meet him, and she said she wouldn't. About a week later, she didn't turn up to work.
Oh my God.
And wasn't answering calls or texts. In fact, she kind of went missing. It was about a week until I finally heard from her. She was in a hospital.
See?
Mimi had met up with the guy from the store. She wouldn't say what happened in detail, but what she did tell me was disturbing enough. She met up with the guy from the store in a very old, rundown apartment.
Wow.
There were two very large men, one skinny old guy. She was attacked. Two men drugged her, and she fell unconscious. And when she woke up, she was in extreme pain. The men she met up with knocked her out and took all of her belongings. The police said that she was lucky. I'm sorry that Mimi had to go through all of that, but thankfully she wasn't killed. But I'm glad it wasn't me that got lured into the man's sick plan.
Man, that's her own fucking fault. Fuck that. Stupid motherfuckers. And she told you she wasn't gonna go.
Nightmare Files.
Whatever, fam. She clearly told you she wasn't gonna go. Then turn around, lied, and she went anyway, got, and almost got killed. And I'm supposed to feel sorry for you? No, fam. No. Tough love. Real talk. Man, really? Some weirdo motherfucker claims that he can get you connected, and when you go meet him at some clearly run-down old apartment, there's two big guys there, and they drug you, and you get knocked out, and they take all your belongings, and they, I don't know if, he didn't say that they raped her, but she was in extreme pain, so it's like, it's just a clusterfuck of, ignorance, and to be honest with you, his story from the beginning was very far-fetched. Like, I'm not gonna believe some random dude or girl can just approach me and be like, hey, I can get you on with this organization, or I can get you here, but there's no concrete evidence to back that up, to validate that, to confirm that. Like, she just went out on a limb and said, you know what? My friend didn't trust him, but I'm gonna trust him because I see the good in everybody. I don't think he'll do anything to fuck me up, when in reality, he would, and he did. Realistically, whatever transpired in that apartment, old girl real lucky that she made it out, because realistically, she should be dead, especially under those circumstances. There was more than one guy, and you were drugged, and you woke up in excruciating pain. You shouldn't even still be breathing. So the fact that you are, man, you lucked out. But I guarantee you'll never try that bullshit again. I guarantee that. And a lot of y'all might think I'm bogus to say that, but no, fam. No. When I tell you, when I give you my opinion or instinct, whatever you want to call it, that something don't seem about the right, 9 times out of 10, I'm on point with my observation, and you should take heed to what I say. She told her friend that she wasn't gonna go, but that was a lie, and she went anyway. Or I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. She really wasn't going to go. But then after you left, he came back over and started consulting with her and trying, you know, putting some more stuff in her head. And she just decided to go. She was going at that point. That's the only other option. Either way, she shouldn't have. So she deserved to get fucked up. She didn't deserve to get raped if she did, but she deserved to get fucked up. I mean, that's just the result of being a dumbass. You gotta be smarter about these things. You really do. Thank you so much, guys, for watching my video. If you enjoyed the reaction, leave a like, a comment, and share the video. And if you really liked it, subscribe to the channel, join the TBS crew, and tap that bell icon so you will get notified every time your boy Steph drop new content, which I do on a weekly basis. That is all I got for y'all this time around. Your boy Steph is out.